I was involved briefly with a married man who believed he had the courage to leave his wife to be with me and to live his truth. This isn't the typical story of a married man promising to leave his wife for a secret lover. Rather, this is a story in part about a gay man who knew he was gay before he got married, but chose to marry a woman because he didn't know how to break free. Rocky and I met on a gay social media site 3 months after I returned to the East Coast to live, and just 11 months after he was married. At the time we met, he was living and working in Dubai as a contractor for the government on a military base, while his wife was stationed in Tallahassee, Florida, where they had a home. In one of the first messages he sent me, Rocky shared that he was married, but that he had regrets. He explained that he had come out to his mother and siblings when he was 18 years old. He sat them. To listen to more of One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, a memoir continued, visit audible.com. One of the best parts of life is when you can admit the truth to yourself, about yourself. Cyberspace is a world where one can become something he isn't, but everything he dares to be. I wasn't interested in getting attached to anyone, and I knew I wouldn't take anyone I met online seriously. I had multiple screen names to increase my chances of meeting someone attractive. The majority of the profiles noted HIV negative under status, but I knew better from the work I had done in the HIV community. I knew 1 out of 3 black gay men was positive. The messages I found in my inbox validated me in my depression. In some strange way, they reinforced that I was worthy and deserving. My days consisted of waking up and logging on to see how many messages had accrued overnight. Months passed before I got honest with my therapist about what was happening with me. And before I knew it, I heard myself say, I've been having sex with people I meet online. To listen to more of Words Never Spoken in Memoir, visit audible.com. When I released my first book, I remember thinking very heavily about Elon Harris and how he did it, how he managed to reach millions of people around the world through his work, and how I would do it. His readers became my readers. I write because it's my passion. I write with black people on my mind and black gay men in my heart. Toni Morrison gave me the courage to say that out loud.
Yes, I can write about white people. White people can write about black people. Anything can happen in art. There are no boundaries there.
I could write about anything, anyone, but I choose to write about our experience.
And I spent my entire writing life trying to make sure that the white gaze was not the dominant one in any of my books.
Book of Jewels is my love letter to black people.
It has nothing to do with who reads the books. Everyone, I hope, of any race, any gender, any country.
Book of Jewels is 11 of the biggest life lessons that I've learned to date, and the stories behind those lessons. Book of Jewels is available now on Audible, all e-readers, and Amazon.com. Visit www.craigthewriterstewart.com for more information. We got folk complaining about the AC. Is the AC working? Oh, they didn't pay their dues. They didn't pay their tithes. Well, we did get one person that paid their tithes today. That was Marcellus. And Friday, even though it's only Thursday, but they always want to complain about the AC and things, but they not paying for this building fund. We trying to move out of this church. We trying to get the carpets and stuff done. And they come in here complaining. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. They done sent all that money over to Nan, so they ain't got nothing for the church house. You want to bless somebody else's house, but you don't want to bless your own house. Amen? Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Yes, I put a little collar in my beard again tonight. Amen. 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 Listen, I need to make sure everybody, before we get started, I need to make sure. Who is this doing all this switching in my living room? Girl, what's all this Rapunzel hair? What's up? Wait, turn that light on right there.
It's coming out this weekend.
What's all this? Throw that hair over here again. What's all this Rapunzel hair?
Hey.
Come on, Patra. Queen of the what was it?
Queen of the pack.
Queen of the pack. She happy now, but we about to grill her ass.
Oh, man.
You need to get some tap water. You want punishment? You get some. You are not about to get no Fiji in here. Get you some tap.
I can't.
I got some empty bottles of bottles in there. You just put some from the faucet in there and make you think you drinking some.
Okay, when I finish
some
this, I'll
Fiji.
put it back. Hey, y'all.
Let me explain. So, seasonal employee Woodford is here.
That's because let's not act like when you and Carlton got together.
Excuse me, I need you to slide over.
I'm sorry, you're right.
First of all, she got a little man that's playing in her coochie every now and then, so now I don't even hear from her no more.
No. Let's talk about how when Craig got with Carlton, y'all know he was always over at Carlton house.
Your Honor.
Then his lock had
Your
changed,
Honor.
so I couldn't just come in.
Your Honor, this is an unruly witness. Can you please get her in order? Because Your Honor, this court, we are here today. First, let me say thank you, Leslie Cyrus, for the super chat. But this court we are in session today because today is Shane's birthday. Now, if you don't know who Shane is her 11-year-old.
I know
okay?
he wanted to come too.
Now, out of the kindness of my heart, because I believe in the children are the future. Amen. So I saw her post on Instagram. That's where I saw her post. She posted that Shane's birthday is today. Well, actually, what I saw was it was a very nice caption. Let me find the caption. I'm going to read y'all the caption. It was a very nice caption about Shane's birthday. Hold on, let me get over to her Instagram.
I'm sorry, Lady Red, but Nancy and HR need to speak with this one. Because y'all know he was always over at Carlton House.
First of all,
I would be watching in the waiting room with y'all.
Your Honor, that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Watching all the commercials.
Here it is. Now, she sent this very nice, she posted this on Instagram. And this is what I saw, okay? So I don't got nothing to do with what she put up on Facebook. I was scrolling through Instagram and I was minding my own business. No, it is not. No, it is not. So on Instagram, she posted. First of all, I didn't see that one. And wait a minute. No, this one was from 13 hours ago. So this was the first post.
Right, and then people.
I don't have nothing to do with what you did later. So
you be on Instagram all day. Okay, go ahead.
You're gonna have your.
You're right. Go ahead.
This is an unruly witness.
Evidence.
You're gonna have your moment. You're gonna have your moment. Now let me say this. So she posted this nice little slideshow of Shane from when he was a baby and he was. Is that your titty? Oh, I'm like, is she showing pictures of breastfeeding in her Instagram, removing my post and shit?
What? Everybody loves titties. You use them for what they supposed to be used for. If I was,
Stay on topic. Okay. Stay on topic. Okay, so anyway, she posted this very glowing thing about Shane, and so she gonna say, 11 years I have been a mother. Don't get all gooey yet. Now it sounds really schmaltzy. SCHMALTZY. It sounds really schmaltzy, but when you hear what happens, she says, 11 years I have been a mother. 11 years I've laughed, cried, struggled, worried, learned, and laughed some more. 11 years I've watched my baby grow. 11 years, and I'm amazed at the knowledge, hustle, and growth. Don't you want to buy into this? Like, you think she's going up for some jelly bean award, some parent award. So then she says, I wake up and I'm still amazed that I was chosen to be his mom. And she stole from this little boy. So then she's going to say, I am enjoying the ride of watching him become who he is meant to be. My heart is human, my heart in human form. My Sour Patch Kid, my Shane Superist. And then she put these 3 hearts. And so I was like, oh, well, it's Shane's birthday. He 11. He's a good kid. Let me go over here and send a little something over here to the Cash App, right? So I sent 40 quarters. Those of you that are in the GED section, that's for $10. And so I sent it and I said, hey, tell Shane I said happy birthday. This niglet. If you in the So Much to Say podcast spin about group on Facebook, you already know what she said because I screenshot the text. I'm not done. Put your hand down. Put your
gavel. Yeah, put your gavel down. So I screenshot it and put it over there. She gonna tell me. Wait, let me get to our messages. So I said, wait, I didn't even send you. Wait, here it is. So I said, so I sent the Cash App. She sends me a text message talking about, you so hard-headed. Shane has his own Cash App. So that is your donation to me. Thank you. Now, how you going to steal from? So then I said, hold on, your turn is coming.
I know, I'm ready.
See, that's what's wrong with you black women now. You're ready to argue. So then I said, bro, I didn't read that. I just sent the $10. But I read it on Instagram. She didn't say nothing about his Cash App on Instagram. You posted that 2 hours after I read that.
That's because people started sending me.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Now wait a minute.
Well, it still ain't your turn. I'm almost done.
My case.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
So then I said, well, girl, I didn't read that. I just sent the money. So then she gonna put these little laughing emojis. I'm ready to call the police. So then I said to her, I said, give him that damn $10 or I'm reporting you to child welfare. That's what my mother called child welfare. Non-support. so then I said to her, I said, in fact, give him $11 since he turned 11 today. I said, I'm good for $1. Just give him $1. So then she ain't never say nothing. So I'm assuming she ain't never gave him the $10.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
this don't make no sense. And yes, we are live.
Of the jury. Now, he stated that I posted this post.
No, that's not the one. Get off of here. That is not the one.
Wait a minute. No. You just said that I posted it 2 hours after my heartfelt message. Now, for those of y'all that can read. Okay. He didn't send his Cash App until hours after that.
But I didn't see that.
All right. Now, I posted it on Instagram and the Book of the Face. Okay? It's not my fault that he didn't see it. He be on Instagram all day, every day, posting the fuckery, foolishness, and the malarkey. Those are the big three for those that don't know.
First of all, fuckery is not a big word. Let's start there. So your case is already tanking.
It's part of the big three.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Next case. Next case.
Excuse the hostile witness over here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
It is not my fault that he didn't see it. I mean, he is on Instagram posting and giving us all the kikis and the chuckles that we have all day long. Okay? So,
I'm still trying to get to why you
stole my post.
I'm trying to get to why you stole his $10.
I said that my Cash App is my Cash App and Shane has his own Cash App, in which I went ahead and posted it for those that wanted it, you know? And here he come hours after I done post that, sending me the Cash App. Now, my God is a God of blessings.
No, God ain't told you. Wait a minute. What you not going to do? Go ahead.
As I was saying, see, he had his turn. Y'all see how he doing me? That's what's wrong with you black men. See that? Now, my God is a God of blessings. And he blessed me with $10.
God ain't got nothing to do with that.
I didn't even know I was going to get it because I made the post and people synced it. As my spirit had told me to
your spirit ain't told you nothing. Your spirit ain't told you nothing of the kind.
I'm just saying that he got his own Cash App.
So you didn't give him my 40 quarters?
I did not.
You are trash. Did you took him out to eat today for his birthday? That's where you just came from?
I did.
So who paid for that?
I did.
Well, my $10 went in that.
Did it now?
My $10 went into that.
I told him that you sent him $10.
You are trash.
But you sent it to me, so it's my $10.
I'm calling the goddamn police.
Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm about to call Shane.
You know what? Let me while she doing that, let me explain something to you other single mothers out here. That's why these men don't want to give y'all no child support.
That ain't why.
This is exactly why.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, about to.
She got the nerve to be trying to FaceTime her. Girl, you belong in jail.
I mean, you might be right. I ain't going.
Girl, that don't make no sense.
And he probably ain't gonna answer.
So what you gonna put my $10 towards your next set of braids?
That come out of my money. I mean, I don't know. That is my money now, though.
Now listen, let me
Maybe
explain.
I put it in my gas tank because I did have to drive him to the restaurant.
Let me explain something, y'all. Those of you that have been watching me for a while. Look, somebody said, don't start. I'm a single mother. Look, she having a hard enough time getting her money. Listen, let me say something, y'all. Those of you that have been watching me for a while, you remember my friend Torrance? I don't know if I ever told y'all his name, but a friend of mine, he ain't answering because he know you stole his $10 that I sent.
I didn't steal it. It was gifted to me.
Shane.
What are you doing?
Girl, you need to put it towards that internet connection over there.
Now my internet good. I'm not, maybe because I'm not connected to yours. It's a new phone.
But listen, this is what I was going to say. Shane.
Yeah.
How you doing, Shane? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Huh? So listen, I sent you $10 today through Cash App, and your mother is not giving it to you. So the next time she leave her purse, get $10 out of there.
Now don't let Mr. Craig send you to go meet your maker way too soon. Okay?
Well, you gotta wait till she got a few dollars in there. She only got $10. Don't take it.
I'm gonna keep only that 10 that Mr. Craig sent you. Okay? In my purse.
Let me explain this while they over here.
I didn't steal it. He sent it to me.
It was for you.
Then he should have sent it to you.
I didn't know.
It wasn't no accident. It was purposely done. You know what? You're grounded on your birthday.
See, cut it out. Somebody get me the number to DCFS or DFCS, whatever it is.
Okay, bye, my love.
He said, "Don't you hang up on me."
We are. Mr. Craig is doing his live. Here, if you look, I'll let you tell him. You look at the camera. You can tell him.
But look, let me tell y'all this story. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, you remember a friend of mine heard the podcast that I did with Nikki and Shane. Shane is, autistic? Mm-hmm. Shane is autistic. And so I wanted to do a podcast with him because, he comes over here with her when she was working. And, and I've heard him describe, what it's like to be autistic and how he sees things and how he understands things. And so I wanted you guys to hear it. Maybe it would give you a better understanding of an autistic child. And so a friend of mine heard that podcast and he wanted to pay for Shane to go to his occupational and speech therapy. This is exactly why he sent me the money. and I paid for it. Because see, some of y'all don't know what to do. Some of y'all don't know what to do with a blessing. No, I'm just kidding.
I was blessed. And now you mad that I know what to do with my 10 blessings.
Oh my God. But at any rate, how you been? I ain't seen you in a while.
I'm good.
Yo, she got that sex on her?
I don't. We didn't have sex today.
Did you catch that today? Did you hear that today?
I know he on his way to Miami.
That's how y'all get when y'all get a man. Thank you, Lacey.
It's really not. I'm working 2 jobs now.
I didn't know that.
I work 2 full-time jobs now.
Really? Mm-hmm. And you still stealing Shane's $10?
I didn't steal. You gave it to me.
I put in there that it was for Shane.
Well, then you should have sent it to Shane. I don't know why we're having.
What does that say in there? For Shane's birthday.
Now, what is the cash tag that you sent that to? Does that say Shane Superist or does that say Nikki Chan?
First of all, I didn't know he had a cash app. Now, I'm sticking to that story.
I mean, you can stick it all you want to, but...
You about to forward him the...
No, I wasn't. I was just going to show y'all where...
I don't want to hear nothing about that right there. Now, listen.
A legal and binding document.
Now, Monquetta ain't right often. But when she right, I'm with her.
Well, you're going to have to be with her on another one. She ain't right on this one.
Yeah, I ain't with her often. She ain't right often. But I'm with her tonight. Wait a minute. Look, here goes saying, look at B talking about only $10. Well, B, send something over to my Cash App and I'll send a little something over to Shane. Look at Sandy talking about, as we say in Barbados, God don't bring, but he sends.
Oh, yes, he does. And he sent me 10 whole dollars.
See. Y'all a mess. When I say y'all a mess, they said, but Alicia must be stopped.
I'm just saying.
So you had your you got your little man.
He's not my man. We're just friends. No, you know what?
Did you need a goalie?
Sure, I'll take it.
This episode is sponsored by the Goalie Gummies.
It is.
Did you wash your hands?
Not when I came in.
Is she digging all in her face and stuff?
I am, because I got bit by something. You see that?
Girl, that's the devil.
No, it's not.
That ain't nothing but God. Now that's God getting you back for
This was last night.
Because God knew last night that you were gonna steal his money today. God knows it all.
Then God should have told you to send it to him and not to me.
But
no, you see it and it's hard and it itch.
Girl, don't touch me just in case it's contagious.
I don't think. I know I got bit by something because it wasn't there when I went to sleep. But this morning, I'm like,
girl, it's probably that little dog rolling around over there in the bed with you.
He don't sleep in my bed.
Girl, I didn't see any pictures of him climbing in the bed. Now, do I have to pull back Instagram and Graham? You're gonna call to tell me with that stuff, talking about you break out and stuff. Well, you got a damn dog in your bed. He been running around in the leaves and stuff.
No, he don't. He is a strictly house dog.
Well, where he shit?
Outside.
Oh, okay.
But he'll be rolling around. You act like he out there. The hills are alive with the sound of music. No, I haven't.
He got to go in the grass.
House, but it's just it.
He got to go in the grass to shit and pee, right? She act like he hovering over the grass.
He do, but he don't do much.
She act like he floating over.
I don't know. I'm just it's.
Well, girl, wash your hands after a couple couple of these goalies. Listen, and go on over to goalie.com. Use promo code Craig the Writer Stewart, or either just click on the link right down here in the caption of the video. Where's she going? You can wash them right there in the sink because I don't cook over here no more.
I'm not surprised. Where you cook at?
Crosstown.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's where you been at.
Ask me again.
Where you cook at?
Crosstown. Crosstown. I'm cooking Crosstown. Oh my God. Is the internet messing up or is it y'all internet? It's y'all internet. Isn't that nice? Somebody gave it to me as a birthday gift.
What
It's the hand soap over here.
How is
Oh, listen to Andre talking about not the way Copper was doing the Harlem Shake on you and Carlton the other night in that bedroom. See, I don't go for all of that.
And you know what? I realized that my dog has a thing for very soft, comfy stuff.
Oh, like you. You walk right into that.
So I can't stand it.
That's for stealing Shane's $10.
I didn't. Did you or did you not send it to me?
I don't usually use my quick wit as a weapon. I don't usually use my quick wit as a weapon. Oh my God.
Somebody, I think it was Les, you asked for Shane's Cash App. There it is.
Now listen, let me explain something to y'all. Don't y'all send nothing to Shane till you send something over here to mine. Okay? We're not about to have another performance
So
of what
does that
happened.
mean you stealing from him?
No,
you trying to take his blessings?
No, I'm redirecting.
Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see this?
Now we're not gonna have a repeat performance of what's happening with what happened to Nan the other day. Okay, I'm around here scratching and surviving, trying.
Are you though? Are you really?
I'm around here scratching and surviving, trying to keep the lights on over here.
Shoot, you need to Airbnb this thing out.
Girl, if I thought I could, I would. I put it on there one time, and they would be like, excuse me, you need to take that off of there.
Who said that?
The people. The people. They be like, excuse me, send the little angel through the Cash App. I appreciate it. I want to remind you guys, you should be purchasing some stock over there at Cash App. You can purchase some stock in your Cash App, right?
Bitcoin.
And Bitcoin. Now, I don't know about Bitcoin, so don't put your money over there and then be talking about you lost it and you know, I don't know nothing about that. What I'm telling you I know about is Cash App. Now you can go over there and you can put in, you can purchase stock from whatever company you're thinking about, you know, whatever company you're interested in, and you can just watch the money kind of grow. Now don't go over there trying to put $10 over there and then want to try to pull it out the next month, okay?
You know what? I'm feeling kind of generous this evening. I
Oh.
would like to gift a book.
Oh.
And specifically, I think I would like to do Book of Jewels.
Oh, well, isn't that wonderful?
I am. I didn't go past that way, but I'm going to go past that way on my way home, Alicia.
So who would you like to gift the book to?
Well,
first let me get my money before we get to gifting.
Whatever.
She had already stole $10 from Shane. And she think I won't.
You gave it to me.
All right. Merit 007 said I got $1,000 over there now, over the Cash App. While I'm thinking about that, let me tell Alma. Alma said, which companies would I recommend? Here's what I would recommend. I would recommend that you
do your research.
But she asked me, what do I recommend? I would recommend
make a statement that you were not a financial advisor, because you know they're gonna come for you if they lose some money.
Right. Now I'm not giving you your money back.
You're just telling them what you would do.
Right. That was exactly where I was about to go. Today I will do better. Invest in companies you buy from the most. So what I was going to start by saying was invest in like gas companies, like fuel, like they have whatever gas you purchase. So like I don't necessarily purchase Marathon, but I purchase Marathon. And it's been doing well now. I purchased that. I purchased Netflix, but Netflix like $400 a share. So I ain't even got a full share. I got like a half of a share.
Well, you keep buying like add $5.
Right. So today I purchased another $33 worth of Netflix shares. So it gave me another little something, but I still ain't got no full share. But anyway, I do have an oil company. Again, that's still in alignment with like gas and fuel, because people will always be buying gas. Now, of course, in the next few years or so, you're going to see more and more electric cars. But until then,
before then, you should start researching and start investing in these. That's why it's important to do your research. Yeah.
And then who else do I have over here?
You should invest with Tilray.
I bought Pfizer because when they announced that vaccine was coming, I bought it the day it was announced. So I've had Pfizer now. How long has it been? Probably about 8 months, 7 months. I don't know, something. But yeah, who did you say? By who?
Tilray. I have bought.
Let me look over here. What is that?
A company called Afria and a company called Tilray. They're medical marijuana company.
TILRAY. I see it.
So what happened was Tilray bought Afria. Now, they were both medical marijuana companies.
They're only $17 a share. Let me go over here and get me some.
And so they merged.
Uh-huh.
And so now I own more shares than I originally started.
Because they combined. Yeah. Oh. How many shares you own?
Because I bought 3 of each, so 6 shares.
Oh, let me go over here and get 7.
Because I bought it. I bought it when it was like $5.
That's what I'm saying. So like when you go into Cash App, you can kind of it's the little emblem to the right of the dollar symbol. You click on that, and then you can do a little search box, and you can type in different names. They got Disney in there. They got everything you can think of. So I mean, you can look at the ones that are listed right there and scroll through, or you can just type in whatever companies that you're interested in. But let me go ahead and buy some of this Tilray. I need to get in the medical marijuana business too. Mm-hmm. Shit. I want to put on my party clothes too.
I enjoy medical marijuana.
You trying to get my shit shut down? You trying to get my shit shut down? Let me say something.
The Dogecoin. So
healthcare is a good one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
With that, you have to do your research. So I feel like with that, if you had got in when it was like a penny stock, right now you would pretty much be balling. Again, if you buy it, you got to learn to hold on for.
Yeah, you're not buying it to sell it next year or next week. Like you want to hold on to it.
With this gifted book, right? We need to.
Oh, thank you very much. Lacey is gifting a book as well, so we have 2 now. Go ahead.
But I'm gifting specifically Book of Jewels because I feel like somebody needs
that.
I don't know. I don't just want to pick somebody. Should we did a quiz? Yeah,
let's think of something like that. I wanted to say one other thing. another thing that you want to invest in certain industries. So, for example, what is it? Kimberly Clark. Kimberly Clark is one of those ones that makes like toilet paper and all that, like
all the
paper,
stuff in the bathroom.
yeah, all that, yeah,
companies,
hand soap and like commercial hand soap and stuff though. So things like that. Like just think outside of the box. Okay, I want to give Kiana. Did I gift you a book before? Your name sure look familiar.
I'm gonna say to the jewels. You need, and all y'all who already have the books, don't. This
Right.
is not your moment.
Right. We're not trying to give you the second book or the third or the fourth.
It's only going to be Book of Jewels for me. So, what singer did Craig write for?
That's easy. They should know that.
I mean, what if they know it? Then they should put it down.
Yes, it's Tilray stock. I just purchased mine. Oh, Renee says she doesn't have any. Okay, Renee, I'm going to gift you Lacey's book. Look, Onyx was first.
Onyx was first.
Let me see. Wait, was Onyx first? Hold on. Kiana, you don't have any of my books? Renee.
Alicia's so petty.
Renee, do me a favor and look at Alicia. She's my whack ass B.
Would you like a Cash App or Zelle?
Zelle. Thank you. Renee, do me a favor. Go to craigthewriterstewart.com. Email me your name.
I'll even do 2 books. How about that?
Oh, she feeling fancy tonight. Renee, go over to the website. Send me your name. And then Onyx, I'm going to gift you Lacey's book. Oh, no, I'm giving Renee Lacey's book. But then Onyx was first with answering that question. So Onyx, go over.
Second book, however you want to. You can determine what book they get.
Okay. Thank you, N. Hawkins, for the super chat. So far we got Renee that's going to get Lacey's book, and then Onyx is going to get Nikki's first book because you answered the question about Brandy.
Which one is that? Why you got 2?
What is that?
Monzel.
Let me just put my phone number in here. It's probably that one though.
Oh no, that's your email address.
Yeah, that's it. It'll go to that. That's fine.
And 2 books are how much?
Like she don't know 2 times 25.
I thought I was getting a discount. My bad. Oh, okay.
Well, girl, go ahead and do 46. No, because you stole from Shane. $50.
You gifted the same way.
It's $50, niece.
To Craig, you sent it to me.
It's $50.
Don't make me renege.
Okay, we got one more because Nikki is gifting. Look at Onyx. I just want to thank the Academy. He wants to thank the Academy, niece. Okay, Janet. I'm gonna give Janet the second book.
Damn it, Janet.
Okay, so Janet, please remember the instructions that I just gave the other 2. If you don't remember, niece, then we're gonna have to move you to the GED section, and we're gonna move to the next person in line. Okay, thanks. Thank you for playing. Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Alicia, that was for you.
Who is this down here talking this malarkey?
Shawnette, that is my $10. I don't.
Shawnette, get her together. Pull her together. Temujin, is that how you say his name? I always mess it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Kiana, I gave her a book before. See, that's why I skipped her. I'll be who's assigned now, niece. Thank you, Tony. She said for Thankful Thursday. Oh, that's the girl married 007. Thank you very much.
Where is Carlton?
He's at the house. He got a wedding. He's working on an invoice. Well, not an invoice, but he's working on the plans for a wedding that he's doing.
Wait till he do my 40th next year. What?
Niece, that's a story I'm gonna have to tell y'all on the Patreon. I am not gonna be able to tell that story over here, but when I say it's a whole brouhaha of stuff, I'm gonna have to tell this story over on the Patreon. I ain't gonna do it over here. And just so you guys know, I will be going live starting on Instagram starting tomorrow because they sent me an email saying that I am now eligible to get paid.
About damn time.
Right. So I will be going live probably starting tomorrow. I'll probably be going live tomorrow. Oh yeah, let me open up these lines because they in here talking all this blasphemy. Let me go ahead and open up these lines. We are not shipping books to Barbados, Sandy. Go on over to audible.com, listen to the Audible with me reading it, or purchase it from Amazon. I'm sure they ship over there. And or pull out your iPad and download it. I just dropped the link down in there.
I feel like I haven't seen Carlton in a month of Sunday.
Thank you, Amma. I know you haven't.
Did I show you my pictures?
What pictures?
From North Carolina?
No, you sure did not. The story is not going to be on Patreon tonight. I will give it to you guys tomorrow though, because we started editing the episodes from Gay Like Me Conversations. You remember last week we did 4 episodes last Tuesday, and so I got all of the footage today, just going through so that we can put together a sizzle reel first and then edit the actual episodes.
I did send it to you.
You sent what?
My pictures.
You sent me the pictures?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, you're talking about those.
Yeah.
Okay, Alicia, I got it. She sent the address.
No, she hasn't sent the address yet.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Amma. Okay, so let's talk about this Verzuz. Where y'all at? I didn't drop this link down here. Let me explain something to y'all. I didn't watch the Verzuz. First of all, I don't think they did a great job of promoting it. I didn't even know that it was happening.
I thought it was coming on tomorrow.
That shows how much we cared. And then furthermore, thank you, Sheila.
Oh, Sheila.
Is that Sheila or is that Shelia? Shelia. You think it's a typo? The only people who really, really stand for Trina are the people from Florida. Y'all the only ones that really love her music. She only got a couple songs. I'm
But
single again.
Though. She got features, and I think that helps.
Eve songs.
She does.
And features.
And TV shows.
Right. And Eve has
clothing line.
And Eve has songs that have meaning behind it, like Love is Blind. What is Trina talking about? Who is it?
You don't know Nan nigga.
Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey.
Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Secretary boy.
Come on, it's a professional voice.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to just come in and say hello to everybody and say 2 things. Juneteenth is now a national holiday. So
I was coming
please
to that.
Celebrate.
Yes, very good point.
And I also want to say, going back to your investing point, for those of you all that feel that you can't afford a full share, start an investing club with your friends, your family members, your coworkers. And Craig, since a lot of people trust your word, maybe you can start an investing club with some of your members. I don't see anybody doing that. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't want to take up y'all time, and y'all have a wonderful evening.
You too, and thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good
night, everybody.
It. All right, bye-bye. That was a really good point. I definitely wanted to talk about Juneteenth.
I don't know how that become a national.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that it should have become a national holiday, but I don't want us to get distracted because it was
exactly what
because it was made a national holiday. Because we also still need to keep our eye on the prize. Like they need to start putting some legislation in order.
And they not.
In terms of, and I'm not saying that they need to take away anything from Asian Americans, but just as quickly and swiftly as they moved to enact legislation on behalf of Asian Americans who were being attacked, or all this Asian hate, they need to be doing the same kind of shit for Black folks.
And I'm not even trying to be funny, but let me tell you why, right?
And them student motherfucking loans, right?
Didn't he just sign some more?
I need mine removed.
Listen. Mine have touched the hem of Jesus's garment, and because Jesus paid it all,
you ain't got to worry about
it. That's right. We are not going to. If you notice, whenever it comes to any Black legislative anything, they cut aside. So they painted Black Lives Matter in the street, but we don't get any real laws. Like,
Right.
you know, they just made lynching against the law a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason the Asian people were able to go ahead and get their just due is because, one, the Asian community is very financially well off. They have lobbyists. They have their community shit in order.
And they keep their dollar in the Asian community, which is why I always be saying to you guys, make sure that you circulate the dollar in the Black community. See, some of y'all on that BS talk about, you always got to have a bunch of problems when you say. That's not always the case with every Black business. That's not always the case. And so the longer the Black dollar circulates within the Black community, the more financial power we have. This is why I've always been a proponent of, and I was looking for my wallet, you saw my eyes moving around. This is why I've always been a proponent of, I don't think that's it. I've always been a proponent of banking Black, because when you keep your dollars in a Black bank, first of all, it's easier for you to get approved for a loan if you're going to a Black-owned bank. You understand what I'm saying? And so you have more buying power and spending power, and you can put your foot down and say, listen, we need this law enacted, or et cetera, et cetera. Like, it is amazing that Juneteenth has been passed as a law, because a lot of Black people don't even know what the hell it is, especially those of you that live outside of Texas, especially those of you that are not in the South. And I'll be the first to admit, I didn't know what Juneteenth was until it's been probably maybe 7, 8 years. A friend of mine from Houston told me what it was. I wasn't clear about what it was. So for those of you who don't know what Juneteenth is, be sure to Google that after this live.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom took us to this Juneteenth festival,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a regular festival. Like, there were, it wasn't big,
Right.
but that I had to be about 10 or 11.
Right. Thank you, Lee. Who is this? Thank you, Paula Jackson, for the Cash App. I got it. I just want to acknowledge you. Paula. Thank you, Paula. Let's see what TB want to talk about.
Tana Joy, banks.
TB, turn your.
Tana Joy, it's not just a Black bank. Banks screw people all the time. Could have been with Chase, PNC, Wells Fargo. Like, I think when we are disgruntled about any Black business, take the Black out of it and just put that business.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I want to say, Rosalind. If I did say that it's easier to get, I don't mean that it's easier to get a loan from a Black bank. What I want to say is, if you're turned down by a white bank, there's a chance that you can get a loan from a Black bank. Because I've shared this story before. What's my girl, Kathy Hughes, who owns Radio One and TV One. She tells a story about when she first started the radio station. She was trying to get a bank loan to make to purchase the radio station, and they wouldn't give it to her. And then once she got a loan, and she was approved by a Hispanic woman, a banker, who gave her the loan, and she purchased. It was $1 million loan to purchase the first radio station. And then when she was in business and she was trying to make her payroll, I think her payroll for that week or whatever it was like $30,000. She went to the bank to get a loan to make the payroll, because a lot of her money to pay the employees it was tied up in advertisements. And any of you that work in marketing and advertising, a lot of times you're paid net 30. You're paid once a month, right? So the money was coming, and she had proof of the purchase orders and things like that, but the bank wouldn't give her a loan. And so her business partner said to the banker, well, you're not going to give her $30,000 to make her payroll, but you would give her $30,000 to buy a car. What's up, TB?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
All right, D-Boys, come on through.
No, I just wanted to say, I saw a post on Instagram regarding Juneteenth, and it was pretty insightful. It was pretty much just saying, let's normalize, stopping each other from coming into knowing what Juneteenth is late. My mom works in the school system. She's in Virginia, and I'm here with her now. And I asked her a question. I said, what's taught in school regarding Juneteenth? And she said, well, they don't teach it. They teach slavery, but not so much the ending of it. You know what I'm saying? And celebrating Juneteenth for us. So it's definitely not taught in the school. And like that post said, I would just say, let's normalize, stopping the hate from when others are 30 or 40 years old learning about Juneteenth. I feel like it's never too late. And in regards to the Verzuz, I think that just for me, from my perspective, the Verzuz has turned and migrated from what it originally stood for to kind of where it is now. I think if you really go back to the start of Verzuz and you're talking about hit battle, what we classify as hits are those songs that are on the radio and not so much the fan favorites from some of the album cuts. And radio hits, not more than Eve, at least.
Yeah,
so
Trina ain't got more radio hits.
I think when you're talking about substance, when you're talking about lyricism, when you're talking about, Trina brought energy last night. Let me be clear.
Trina brought energy. She
definitely
ain't got more radio hits than Eve.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that he's in Miami, and I mean, she just had the crowd. She definitely had, the energy. But when you're talking about lyricism, when you're talking about flow and just straight out spitting, I mean, Eve went from Rough Riders to Gwen Stefani to Erykah Badu. Like, that's versatility. Right. And I just didn't think Trina had that. But I love them both. I'm from Virginia. I live in Orlando. And, I appreciate them both. But it seems like overall everybody's going with Trina as opposed to Eve. And that's, that's an opinion. So it's
right. No, I feel you. I definitely agree with you.
I don't really think like the Verzuz are necessarily competitions as opposed to a celebration of just the music.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was I about to say? Oh, he was talking about how they teach slavery in school, and I think that that's one thing in my household. Mm-hmm. Like, we start before slave. We didn't come over here as slaves. We came over here as enslaved people, and I think that's a big thing, because when you start with slavery, then you think that's the only place we've ever been. Mm-hmm. So you got to tell them, no, baby. We were kings and queens and mathematicians and teachers, and to let them know, because I think that's where our public school systems be having us jacked up. And I remember having to tell at one of my coworkers when we were talking about white privilege, and I had to tell him, like, that white privilege is his history being taught, but mine is only an elective.
Right.
Like, that's your privilege. Right. You get to choose whether or not you want to learn about my
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think we as a people need to do better with teaching our children that. We don't start at slavery.
Right. And to that point, that's why it's important for Black folks to know Black history as well, because a lot of Black folks don't know a lot in terms of even in terms of like what we've been seeing in recent years with these movies, whether it was the Henrietta Lacks story or it was the Hidden Figures story. But then it's like Rosewood. A lot of people didn't go and watch Rosewood because a lot of Black people are like, well, I don't want to see another movie like that. But that's where a lot of the jewels and the gems are. A lot of Black people don't know about what's the one they burned down? Black Wall Street in Tulsa. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff.
Oscarville up here, we're like Lanier. That's why all that bad stuff keep happening up there.
But see, and to your point, this is the kind of stuff that Black children need to know and Black people need to know, but Black children especially, because you need to know the rich legacy from which you come. Because it's like you said, it's not just it didn't begin with slavery. It was the king and queen stuff, all that dynasty stuff. But then it was what happened, how we recovered from Jim Crow. And then white folks came in and burned that down. So when white folks say, well, you all just, you're waiting for a handout. A lot of them don't know about Black Wall Street. No, we created some shit, and then y'all came and burned that shit up.
Every time we create something.
Right.
And I see, I'm gonna hop off here in case somebody else want to get on. I see Jasmine Jones. She put it in the comments. She learned a lot from her HBCU. Same here. My freshman year at Virginia State University, I had basically like a history 101, but it was all in regards to Virginia State University and our history in relation to HBCUs and how it started. And one thing that I think goes into play when you talk about the history that we're taught is we have to look at who's sitting at these companies writing the history, writing these textbooks. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of us in the room. Right. For that story to even be told. But I didn't find out until I think it was like she mentioned Oscarville or whatever. I was on Maddie's page one day and somebody had died at Lake Lanier and she talked about all that. That was probably a month ago. I had never heard of that. So again, I'm gonna hop off here, man. I appreciate y'all for chiming me in, and I follow you, Craig, and been following you. And
I appreciate that.
So absolutely. Y'all have a great night.
All right, be safe.
All right.
Avonda, I'm Nikki. I'm the furloughed personal assistant and tech support.
Avonda, Nikki was my assistant. She's kind of like, she done kind of moved on now.
I did not. You moved me on. It was a hostile takeover and Carlton won.
You know what? But yeah, so Nikki still does help me though. It's not like coming over here to help me ship orders and stuff out though, because I kind of got that under control now.
I mean, and ever since he got a car, y'all know he be out here zooming. So
she's just trying to distract us because she stole that $10 from Shane.
It was sent to me.
I'm not gonna forget that.
It was sent.
And if I sent $10, I'm trying to figure out how many other people sent you money for him.
I got about $30. That was sent to me and not to Shane.
You worse than these white people stealing from us. Lacey made a good point. He said too. He
facts,
said
Denzel, all facts. No printer.
Lacey says too. He says, how many of us have taken the time to research our Black history? It's always been freely and readily available via Smithsonian. And now we got the African American History Museum in DC.
You know what? For Black History Month, I was perusing Instagram and this ad came up from this Black-owned company, and they have like these cards. And the cards have like different people or events that you should know in Black history. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and buy it. This will be good, for both me and Shane. There were so many things that I really didn't know, but they were great. And like every day we were excited to go ahead and read a card. So when it was time for, like Black History Project, like, you got to pick one of these people on these cards.
Yes, indeed.
It was amazing. I bought the second deck too, which was like,
well, that's like one of the ones that I don't remember the name of it though. Remember on the Honest Hour, I think it was either the first or the second Honest Hour, one of you sent in these Black History Month. It was a calendar, and it was like these playing cards, and it had like the history. It had like all these different people on the cards. It was called, what was it called, y'all? Y'all remember? It was like blackhistory365.com or something like that. But it was really, really good.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was really good. And 365 Black History. See, Crystal remembers. Look at Dewan talking about Nikki apparently settled the dispute with HR. About that $10, but yeah, but no, that's it. And I encourage you guys to order that, like for some of y'all to learn. Those of you sitting over there in the GED section, and then it's good for some, and it's good for the kids too. I'm just playing when I say GED because I know somebody. Why he keeps saying that? I don't understand why he's saying that.
This is a sensitive bunch,
right? What's this? I'm coming to you, Anthony. L. Ackland said we have a Black-owned vegan coffee and brunch spot opening up in Houston on Juneteenth. All right, I will spend my holiday supporting a new Black-owned business. Come on, somebody. See, I like to hear that. Okay, what's up, Anthony? You've been so patient. I'm sorry.
What's up, niece? How's it going?
Hey, niece.
First of all, Craig, you're taking the wrong goalies. You need to go take those ashwagandhas because they give you clarity. And with your clarity, you will realize that Trina spanked Eve's ass last night.
He wasn't talking about nothing. But where you from?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody but you Florida Negroes that keep saying that.
No, actually, when I tuned in, I actually was rooting for Eve, honestly. And I kept saying, okay, Eve got this, blah, 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 blah.
Y'all just mad with Eve because she married that white man.
Them coins.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Got sick of y'all. She got sick of playing with y'all.
Exactly. So the only reason Eve showed up last night was to get that check.
Listen, I always phrase this, but I want to read this. Eve said, I'm not playing with y'all no more. She must have came here. Here it is right here. Black women deserve love that doesn't require suffering first. So she said after Stevie J, she wasn't playing with y'all no more. She said, let me go on over to the other side.
Another thing I want to say about last night's Verzuz, I think Trina, the reason why she had so much spirit and energy and so hype and showed out, one, she was in her element. She was in the 305. Yeah, so she had her crowd, her people, Trick Daddy, her ass shaker girls. So she was in her element.
Right.
Eve was in London. So it was nobody but Eve and the DJ.
Yeah, and see, Eve couldn't leave because they still locked down over there. Like she
Right.
couldn't just leave. So that was why she wasn't, that was one of the reasons why I'm
And
sure
another reason, because people ain't heard from Trina in God knows how long. So Trina said, I got something to prove. I'm the baddest bitch. And so she showed up and she showed out.
When did she perform Baddest Bitch? I hope that was her last number.
Don't be hating no.
I hope that was her last number.
But she even brought Trick Daddy on stage with her.
Well, she ain't had no choice.
I loved it.
I mean,
Haterade is not the flavor for the season, Craig.
I think she's still trying to recover too from that comment she made about Black Lives Matter. They was on her ass
when she talked about them. She called them heathens or monkeys or something.
Be arrested.
Right. What? I just dropped the. You don't remember that, Anthony? Hold on, 1 second. Somebody, Taz W924. I just dropped the link in there if you want to join the conversation. But yeah, when this whole it was about a year ago. It was before the pandemic, wasn't it?
It was during the pandemic.
It was during the pandemic, and it was a bunch of looters and stuff down in Florida, and they were tearing up them stores and going in there. And she got on her live or somewhere.
On her radio.
She got on her radio show. That's what it was. And she started calling them all kind of heathens and acting like animals. And
said they need to comply.
They need to comply. But she was really speaking from a place of she had friends. Nikki said privilege.
It is.
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
We're not giving
Nikki, go in timeout. Go in the corner, timeout.
We're not giving benefit of the doubt.
But when I say black folks ate her ass up, but she was saying, but she came and tried to apologize later. And basically she was saying because she has a girlfriend or other friends who have small businesses and their stores were looted. And she said, and a lot of these people don't have money to replace that stuff that people stole. And, so she basically called the black people out there animals. Okay.
I think Trina should have did a versus against Kaya.
Now, outside of, because I am not from Florida, outside of my neck and my back, does Kaya, I haven't heard Kaya do nothing but talk about people. Like, is she still
That's all she does.
Okay. That was gonna be like a minute versus.
There's a commercial.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I am not about to play with y'all. I really am. My girl Selena said something about Eve having a TV show. One of the things that I wanted to mention about that, I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine, I think it was like yesterday, and she was saying that Eve did an interview recently and was saying how when she had her show, because I think that Eve show only had 3 seasons.
I know that was my show too.
And she apologized. She ended up apologizing to a lot of the crew and the staff because a lot of those actors on that show, they went and bought houses and stuff because they did 3 seasons. But she was still partying and hanging out and drinking. And so she'd come in the next day for the table read and she wasn't prepared. And she just didn't give a damn about the show. Like she
wasn't prepared last night.
Yeah, she was young. And so she said she actually had to end up apologizing to a lot of those people that worked on that show because it was their livelihood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so that she says she takes the responsibility and the blame for why the show was canceled.
And that was
Yeah, I watched a few episodes. I wasn't like a fan of the show, but I did watch a few of the episodes.
Okay.
But
all right, I just had to share that with you. Go get your ashwagandha goalies and leave these alone.
I'm gonna take those before I go to bed. I eat mine before I go to bed. It kind of lulls me if I don't have a gummy.
Yes, because you need some clarity right now.
I gotta eat my gummy.
Right. All right, Anthony.
Take care.
Bye bye. What you say?
I said I gotta eat my gummy before bed too.
So you be having them homemade ones. See, I can't be fooling with them homemade ones that people be making in their kitchen and stuff. Had me laid out.
I trust my lady.
Look, poor True Queen. Niece, you late. We been on here for an hour. Girl, we were giving away them books 40 minutes ago.
You gave away the second book?
I did.
No, you gave away the first one. And
I gave one from Lacey.
And one for me. And I bought 2 books.
Right. But one of the ones that I gave from you was Onyx and Janet, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know who
gave Onyx, Janet. Who did I give them to? I did give them away. It was Onyx, Janet.
I don't remember you giving it to nobody.
It was one more person. Who was that third person? I know I gave it away.
Y'all don't remember?
Okay, the Ohio State University.
I can't. Oh, Renee, that was the last one. Yes. Thank you, Lacey, and thank you, Renee. Yes, Renee. Those are the three that I gave the book. Look at Lakeisha talking about me, girl. You know I ain't give you no book. Sit down.
Now see, she trying to steal.
And she trying to steal security. She ain't here in this church stealing. She gonna steal in the church. But anyway, listen, y'all. I got to get off here. I got to go situate my situation. But I've started editing the Gay Like. Well, I'm not editing. I'm pulling clips. When I tell y'all gonna love this Gay Like Me. Well, y'all ain't gonna see it because we trying to license it to TV and cable. So that's what we trying to do. One, here she go.
I'm just trying to see where I fit in all of this.
And what?
You know what? I'm just gonna hack all your shit. I'm so sick.
Well, girl, here's the thing. You know, when I really make it, look at her. She telling me she tipping it. No, don't tip in these. Get your coat, keep your jacket on, keep your shoes on, because we about to leave. Staying right by the door. Security don't let her pass there. When I really make it, yeah, I'll bring you on to do something. Oh, but this is what I was saying. Nikki doesn't come over to ship books or nothing like that anymore, or do a lot of administrative stuff anymore. But like when I have issues with like my YouTube channel or something, she go in there and she'll do stuff.
Cause he be stressing y'all.
I sure do. Listen, when they be playing with my money, look, I expect my check on the 21st. YouTube. Von Sheila said, "Oh, I got her." She said, "You know I'm security." They said, "Tell that queen to come back to the lobby. We about to dismiss." Oh, wait a minute. We got another guest. Hold on. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, it's me. I just this was weighing heavy on my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come back and say it. I'm the mother of a young Black man that's a type 1 diabetic, and he has Asperger's syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And he just learned about Juneteenth a year ago. And so I had to explain that to him.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never had to explain the enslavement of African people to a person on the autism spectrum, then you really, we have to stop belittling Black people that don't know a lot about African history and Black American history. We are so quick to say, oh my God, you don't know that, but you're Black. There's not a single person of African descent on this planet that knows everything about their history.
Right.
Words matter. And I learned this from being the advocate of someone that is disabled. You don't know what a person has gone through in their life. You don't know the trauma that they carry. Because my mother is 75 years old and she grew up in Mississippi, and she can't even drive past a cotton field because she picked cotton with her mother, who's 94. And I'm sitting here teary-eyed because I was reading some in the comments, and it was making me sad because even when you, Craig, make it a point to educate people, there's always somebody going, oh, well, that person's stupid, or they're dumb, or I bet they noticed about the rapper. That's not the point. The point is, if we want to be respected by everybody else, we got to start respecting one another. And we got to remember, you don't know it all.
Absolutely.
So don't expect the next person to know it all. Because my greatest fear is for my son to not have healthy relationships with people, because he's going to say, well, I don't know anything about football and basketball. He didn't grow. If you don't mind, let me tie in Trina. People supported Trina over Eve because they could relate to her background. Most people that are really deep into hip hop come from that background. It's a hard background. Someone like Eve, she's like you. She has a diverse mindset. She was blessed enough to experience different cultures.
Yeah.
Where T.S. Madison talks about it all the time, where she's from. She talked about, I didn't know anything about ballroom culture. And people were shocked because they assumed because she has you, a gay man. So that's all I'm saying.
That's a really good, because it's so interesting. And it's funny that you say that, because like I was just talking about this Gay Like Me conversation that I'm looking at. I'm looking at all of the footage now from last week.
And one of the things that we both said, Derek and I said, was people assume that because we're under the umbrella, because we're a part of the LGBTQ community, that we're supposed to know everything about trans people, that we're supposed to know everything about lesbians, and vice versa. And that's one of the conversations that I've broached many times with trans women in particular. And I've said this so many times. I've learned more about the trans experience through Madison. And Madison is not the first trans person that I met, but I've learned more through her because she's been more willing and more open to discuss it. Where with other trans women, in my experience, they didn't want to have certain conversations. But how do you learn? How do you know if no one's willing to have the dialogue? You know, so that's a really good point.
And the last thing I want to say is there was an individual who made the comment about trust nobody, don't show their face. I'm legally blind. If I saw Craig on the street, I wouldn't know it's Craig. Every day, my sight goes away. So for my mental health, I make it a point to listen to what a person has to say rather than what they look like. Because at the end of the day, that doesn't matter to me because I can't see you, but I want to hear you because that's how blind people go by sound.
Yeah.
So to somebody who said that, I can't remember who the person it was, that's the only reason why I'm not on camera, because I memorize people through their words and how they sound. If not seeing someone's face when they come on a live, it's the first thing that you focus on rather than what they're saying. You know, be mindful of, again, you don't know what somebody's going through. Somebody could be in a domestic violence situation. They see Craig come on and be like, I just need to hear his voice, or let me come on and say something. They probably can't show where they're at. All I'm saying is to everybody, just please be mindful. Craig is a good person. Craig, I respect you so much.
Thank you so much.
That laugh, honey,
I really do.
But I'm sure if he closed off this microphone, you hear that laugh from wherever you are.
and right. And so I share you, Craig, with my other disability, LGBTQIA, because I am a gay woman. And that's a whole conversation. Yeah, maybe you and Derek can do a being disabled and gay.
You know what? Somebody sent that topic in before, and I'm trying to remember what happened with it. It seems like we didn't really get a response because, you know, we just kind of put it out there and we just wait for people to email us in. But the closest we came to it was we were going to do a conversation on mental health and like bipolar disorder. And then the people that we had in line, they backed out. But that is definitely a good one. And we definitely have to, if you would just email me and then I'll add it to like a list of topics that we have.
Okay, thank you. And good evening, Miss Nikki. I don't want to feel like you're not there, but you're sitting there being the beautiful Black queen that you are, supporting that Black man right there. And I really appreciate that.
Make it hard.
You hear her say, I make it hard.
I said, I try, but he
send love. I'm sending love and positivity to everybody in the chat. And so let's just be mindful of, you don't know what somebody's going through, but thank God that they woke them up this morning to be here.
Absolutely.
God bless you too. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, what's interesting is, and I never force people to come on, like to come on camera, because I never know why, you know, why they don't come, you know, but as long as they want to contribute, that's all I really care about, you know. D Willis is in here. We were about to close on out.
Hey.
Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey.
Hey boy, hey. Hey Nikki.
Hi.
Happy to see you tonight.
I'm happy to be here. You know, he finally invited me over. It was a last minute invite.
Well, girl, we both got a late invite. Look.
Okay. He come texting me at 8:58. You know.
Welcome to the party. We see Carlton busy tonight, so he needed a fill in.
Where are you located? Where are you located?
I am in Houston.
Because, baby, that accent is wearing me out.
Baby, look here.
I love it.
I'm down here where we've been celebrating Juneteenth. Today is a great day for us. And I want to tell all the young people, you know, you hear people say, why now? Why this? You know, last week we was talking about, okay, now the Asian people got all this quick. What about us? Now they done gave us Juneteenth. Now y'all complaining like, what, man? What? Let's enjoy this today. And I understand about policy. We do need to keep our foot on their neck about policy. But let's just sit in this just for today.
Celebrate it all. Take it all in.
Right. Let's just take this in today. And then tomorrow we can raise hell again.
Absolutely. Right. But you know, like my friend that was just on here, when she was saying, you know, like I just said to you guys a few moments ago, I just learned about Juneteenth a handful, probably about 6-7 years ago. Because like I said, a friend of mine from Texas told me what it was. I wasn't even aware of it. So to her point, we all don't know everything about every aspect of Black history.
And look, I'm telling y'all, I do live in Houston, but I'm not from Houston. I'm like deep down in the country, Texas. For the
what city, niece?
Freeport, Texas. I ain't scared.
you know why I always ask, and like people say, well, you ain't never heard of it. It's close to such and such. But I always want to know what city, because maybe I never heard of it. But then when you tell me, when I hear it again, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I'm from Freeport, Texas. It's on the coast, the Gulf Coast. I tell everybody I'm from the end of the world because, you know, we on the water. It's right down the coastline from Galveston.
Okay, so you know
Galveston. People that come to Houston may know of Surfside Beach. So that's where I'm from. That
Surfside Beach.
So I'm really from the country. And then I can take you way down to the country in Jones Creek, Texas.
See, Al Ackland says she comes down through there. She drives there to go to the coast.
Come on, Freeport. You know about that water. Okay. That water. But yeah, we're from the South. We know about Juneteenth. I'm 54.
Okay.
And I've been celebrating Juneteenth, for a long time. Not all my life, but I've been knowing it for years and years and years. That's always been our holiday down here.
Yeah, it has.
It has. And more every year, more and more you hear people say, I am not celebrating July 4th. Juneteenth is our holiday.
Right.
So, you know, today is a good day.
Absolutely.
Today, really, really good day. Let's live in it. You know, sometimes, you know, I get mad. Joe Biden getting on my nerves real bad. Him, Joe Manchin, all of them. I'm sick of all of them. You know,
right.
I want these Democrats to act like these Republicans. You know, we got power. Let's act like we got power. And let's get things done. Stop trying to take our right away to vote. This is a fight. Let's not forget, this is a fight, and it's a shame that we have to fight. All my life, I had to fight. Look, we got to fight all our life for freedom and democracy. They talking about America is a democracy. America ain't never been no democracy because we steady fighting for democracy.
Right. Now, D. Willis, you're not going to keep us on here another 30 minutes now, niece.
Okay, well, you shouldn't have invited me in.
Girl, my ear bleeding, girl. My ear bleeding.
But wait. To the person that can talk your ear off. All right, Craig. I love you. Love you, Nikki.
I love you too.
All right. Bye, y'all.
All right, have a good night and be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Today I will do better. Someone just gift a book. If you want me to, I don't know your name. I just know today I will be better. I will do better. But if you want to receive that book, email me through my website, which is bookthewriter@gmail.com, or you can go over to craigthewriterstewart.com and just send me an email. But tell me this name as well as your real name so I'll know who to sign the book to if you're interested in the book, and your shipping address. And thank you, Justin, for gifting that book. I appreciate it. All right. So listen, you guys have an amazing night. As always, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Did you see Carlton brush his teeth the other night, sitting in the bed? We don't play about that. You done ate all day. You got corn curls in your teeth, Snicker bar, Kit Kat, squirrel nuts.
He won't eat. We can't even kiss till we both done brushed our
Let me no, Carlton and I, we kiss in the morning without brushing our teeth.
No,
But see,
he
we
is
brush our
not
teeth at
one
night.
for it.
We brush our teeth at night. So that the breath is rancid in the morning.
We brush at night and in the morning, but you don't get that first kiss to after you.
Oh no, we kiss and we slob and we tongue.
That's after you brush your teeth.
He used to talk that shit too until he fell in love. Amen. Listen, you guys have an amazing. Thank you to everybody who sent the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who sent the super chat. I believe I thanked you as it popped up. I appreciate you. I do not take you guys for granted. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Have an amazing night. Bye. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig the Writer. Do it now.